Welcome back, Gumball Society. Whew. The last two videos were actually kind of crazy because there was the finale for Goosebumps Resurrection. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And there was the 40 subscriber special. Hopefully you also enjoyed that. So today's video, you probably guessed it by now, we're doing another Diary of a Wimpy Kid book review. And I love this series, and this book is just another good addition. So far, my favorite one has been Cabin Fever. My favorite one's that one, Cabin Fever. And my least favorite was the one after that, Third Wheel, that we just reviewed. And this book feels like another one of the old school ones because it is really good. And I'm going to try not to touch it. I think that works. Yeah, that works. And this book, it's basically like Greg on another bad luck streak, except this time it's worse than usual. And there's just a lot of stuff going on in this book. Like, remember Abigail from the last book? Well, now she's dating Rowley and things. And Rowley kind of ditched Greg for Abigail. And there's a lot of... The first half of this book is kind of talking about all the changes in Greg's life since Rowley left him. And there's this whole thing about a 5-second rule. It was okay. The grandpa gets a girlfriend in this. Gregory likes shrinky-dinks. Do you like shrinky-dinks? And then there's the thing about Greg trying to get a new best friend, and wouldn't you believe it, he actually goes towards Fregley in this situation, but he accidentally makes Fregley really popular. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? It's somewhere around this part of the book. Yeah, well, something happens that makes it... Okay, never mind. Something happens, and with, like, Fregley popping stuff with his belly button and chewing stuff with his belly button, and Fregley also ends up ditching Greg for the popular side, and it was so funny. The biggest loser, or I wouldn't call him a loser, but I bet Greg probably has, like, the least popular kid in the school ditches Greg. Like, even the least popular kid in the school won't be friends with Greg anymore because he's too busy being popular now. And then the Meemaw dies, I think that's her name. And everybody's looking for her ring because it wasn't on her at the funeral. And at the end of the book, it's revealed that Abigail was only using Rowley to get back with her old boyfriend and to make him jealous, which is not cool. And yeah, I'm so tired. I don't have my words with me right now, but there's this really emotional part at the last part of the book. There's where they're talking about, like, Greg actually does something likable for once. He, on his own, goes and sits by Rowley and just makes things right, even though Rowley could have been a little better to him. And the last paragraph says, I'm sure me and Rowley will get in another fight somewhere down the road, and then we'll go through this drama all over again. But for now, we're good. Or at least until the yearbook comes out. But I figure we can always deal with that later on. And the cutest couple thing, so he shrunk Rowley's head because he got in the yearbook photographer club, and he realized he could use effects, and so he shrunk a bunch of people's heads to kind of get revenge on them. But in all, this book was really good. Also, he finds an Easter egg with the ring on it, and he hides it, which he says he could get a lot of money out of it, but it's not worth breaking up the family over. So Greg actually did a good job in this, and he was a really good, likable character at the end. And the next book we're reviewing is The Long Haul. I'm halfway through reading that. I'm kind of ready to be done reviewing the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books right now, but I'm gonna keep reviewing them all until we get to book 18, which book 19 is announced. So I'll just keep reviewing the books until I'm done, and then we are going to go back to Goosebumps. My collection's back there. And the blue stuff, I feel like a lot of people have been wondering what the blue books are, and those are Hardy Boys books. So I'll see you later, Gumball Society. Oh, I have one big announcement to make. So, season 1 of Goosebumps Resurrection obviously left off with a cliffhanger, and season 2 is going to happen, but it's not going to be what you think it is. It's going to have the original characters in it, just not as you think. I'll see you later, Gumball Society.